Okay. Okay. And for a second, it didn't look right. And then the next second, I get up and sit back down, and she's like, oh, okay. It's been a long time since I wore natural, like my natural hair with straight weave. Okay. Used to be my signature. And then I locked my hair. I locked my hair in 2019. I combed her out in December of 22. My hair was long. My hair was actually this long. I have pictures somewhere. And then I was like, oh, my hair was not acting right. So I started cutting the fuck out of her. And she was colored. She was a lot brighter than this. A lot brighter than this. And I said, hey, what a wonderful time of day. Go to work and play. You gotta listen to your heart. Listen to the beat. It's the rhythm of the street. One thing I like about synthetic hair, though, is these curls have been in here for 2 weeks. I just popped these 2 side ones, but the rest of this has been here for 2 weeks. It's time for what's that called? Wash. This is the first time in a long time I made a U-part wig. It's like and there's clips on there. Clips and combs. Clips and combs. Anyway. So what am I doing here? Why am I here? Why did I show up? Why did I show up here? See, like up here, she looks cute. She looks good. But you know, I got a wagon back here. I got a whole lot of body, okay? And I need to lose weight. Oh my goodness, I need to lose some weight. But it's okay. It's okay. I'm actually getting there. I'm closing my rings. I'm closing my rings on my watch. Okay, so everything's good. Everything's great. Everything's good and everything's great. So with that being said, I think I rambled long enough, okay? Because I'm definitely going to cuss up in this video. So I think I have to like let it run for a little bit. What I heard is what I heard. So 1 second. Cheers. Ooh. No cheers yet. The bowl is empty. The bowl is empty. But on a serious note, we have to talk. We do. There's some stuff we got to get off our chest. Okay? Just a few things. But let's just have a little conversation. And if I feel up to it, I'm going to pull some cards. But to be honest, I'm going to channel this motherfucking message. Okay? What's her name? Rebel. I started seeing her around. I forgot what her name is. Let me check out her YouTube page. She's usually on my front page. She's usually the first thing I be seeing. Yep. There she go. Freaking love her. Rebel Flower. And she just posted too. Perfect. Yeah, she has been reading me to filth. In the best of ways. Her, Natija, Ryan's Eye. These girls weren't around when I first got around, when I used to do the whole tarot readings and shit like this, right? I didn't know they existed. And when I went on my hiatus, they appeared and they helped me out. Ain't that some shit? Okay? Because there's some of you that's out here currently, and I hope you can hear me. I hope you can hear me. Because I realize you can't hear anything else. So, yeah, you've been here. You've been here before, watching somebody else's video, telling you that, you know, your lover's coming. It's all coming together. And you're like, yeah, it is. It is. I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. I accept it. Yeah. There's some of you that's in there just like, yeah, everything works out for me. And it does. I'm not saying it doesn't. But you haven't been doing any of the work. You're wanting all these things to come to you, but you're not even going after it. Right? You haven't been doing shit. You've been sitting on your ass. You've been eating. You know you want to work out. You know you want to post. You know you want to learn things. You know you want to put some makeup on. You don't want to put your hair. You know you want some, but don't want to come with the relationship. Us girlies out there, we get it. We get it. Sometimes we have to just transmute some energy through a wand or 2 or 3, depending on the girl you are. Go ahead. But what I'm trying to say is you haven't been doing shit. I bet your 2025, your 2024, and your 2023 pretty much looked exactly the same. How many times have you binge watched the same show? Or just been binge watching, okay? Like, oh, I don't eat that much though. Yes, you do, bitch. Yes, you do. You eat a lot. You don't drink that much water, or you drink water, but you don't drink other types of water, like the water in watermelons and fruits and vegetables. Yeah, no, you don't get those types of water. You get the water that just runs right through you and you're going to the bathroom every 5 seconds. Yeah. To my men, it's probably the same thing. Yeah, we may smoke. Don't get me wrong, okay? Don't get me wrong. I love it. We're about to cheers in a second because we're going to get real. We're going to get real. And I just got called. What is this? The Shadow Edition. Threads of Fate Oracle. Okay? Without being said, let me clear this energy because I'm just start talking. And I haven't cleared a shit. I didn't do none of that stuff. But sometimes when you get into your glamour, that's also energy shifting. So that works too. But let's get this shit together. Because I'm supposed to go somewhere in about 2 hours. So I got some time. But not a long time, right? So here's some Palo Santo. Let's go ahead and get this all in your equilibrium, right? Okay. Cheers. The best part of using this webcam is that it's up here and then my mic is right here. You can't even see it. It's right here. And on it's right there. I got a mirror. I got my iPad. Like, you can't see none of it. Anyway, y'all forgive me because I'm weeding out the people that are not supposed to be here anyway. People that just clicked off, but the ones that stayed, it was actually supposed to be yours. And it's all about the energy clearing. That's the whole point. Yeah. Cleared out the energy, right? So yeah, you haven't done the work. You haven't Okay. You've been dealing with grief. You have been dealing with grief. I heard loss of power. You know the sound that your AirPod makes when it powers down, when it dies? That's what I heard. That's how it felt after like a blow of some type. You may have lost someone, a job, a relationship, a pet. That's feeling. That like it just, and kind of leave you stuck. Yeah. But you've been motivated, but you haven't been determined into anything. You haven't put forth any energy towards anything in a long fucking time. And you're sick and tired of it. You're wondering, what is it going to take for me to just flip the fucking switch? It's like, is your humanity on? Or is your goddess on? Is your god on? Is your emperor, empress on? Is that energy on? The answer is no. And the answer is no for right now. Because we're right here in the midst of transformation and transforming together right now. Currently, as we speak, there's nothing in retrograde. Nothing currently right now is in retrograde. And that gives you a clean slate opportunity. You can look forward in time to see what is coming in. We have a lot of planets in Aries. That means fresh starts, fresh beginnings. You're not going to get a fresh start like this. I've been through my isolation period, my hermit mode, my dark night of the soul times 2.0, 10.0. Okay, this bitch has kept me down for a while. It's okay. What does it say? Death. The Weaver and Death. I'm not done shuffling, but the other thing you know that's going to be your message is that you start to see glimpses, though. You start to see glimpses of yourself where it's like, it just might work out for me. Like, for real, though. Like, I'm no longer taking bullshit from people. And it's slowly feeding into what I will no longer accept from myself. Slowly but surely. It takes one change, one shift, one perspective, one mindset reboot. I'm hearing deep breath work. Get into your yoga, your comedic yoga. I very highly recommend comedic, especially if you're melanated. It's just, there's something in there for you. There's something in there for you. I like Sarah West, but I recently saw someone, how do you pronounce his name? It's SMAI-TAWI tribe. I don't even know if you can see that. Peace in the chaos, comedic yoga. I'm trying to show you guys without all this extra glare. Whatever. Who's meant to see it sees it, right? Something to get into. Because hip pain, hip, lower back pain, you sit a long time. You need to start standing, you start walking, you start dancing, you start swiveling them hips. Okay, we've been working on our root chakra for a long time. Our chakras are being worked on simultaneously all the time, first and foremost. So when someone say work on your root or your sacral or your heart chakra, it's mainly focus a little bit more on that right now. And right now, I believe you've done enough that you could with what you know when it comes to your root, your base, your stability, your money, your finances, your experiences, your job, the things that you're rooted to. You have a simple understanding of where it's at and where it has been. Capricorn energy, Cancer energy, Pisces energy, Virgo, and Scorpio and Leo energies. We're definitely Sagittarius and Gemini. All y'all motherfuckers, okay? We're here. But what I'm saying is, sometimes when you have a knowledge, a certain baseline of your root, and it's not much you can do, is because now you have to start feeding into your sacral, because they all work together. So tapping into your sacral, you could think of your creativity, your sexual health, the way you bring in your beauty, your vibration, right? Your experience, the feelings and the emotions of certain stuff. Like, think womb space. You know, our womb has its own mind, its own energies, its own connective tissue and nervous system that we just know things. Like, we have a gut feeling, we have an inner knowing, we have a womb knowing, okay? It's that space. It's just the space, it's the area. It holds memory, it holds light, it holds experience. But I really want to tap into the creative energy that the sacral chakra will definitely have, and your sacral chakra will do for you in the next coming weeks. I'm hearing 8 to 6 weeks here that I feel like you need to do a deep dive. I haven't done in a long time is a yoni steam. Men, you can technically do a yoni steam. We want to be inclusive here, but then again, y'all won't really get the benefits as much as a woman would. You know what I'm saying? It's more than just the physical capabilities of being a woman. It's also the psychic. It's also the womb space. It's also the experience. We literally have, as natural born women, we have a whole universe where we can create life. We can literally bring in physical and spiritual through our wombs. Even if you have kids and you don't have kids, you still have that power to bring life. The boom, boom, bring life, right? We all heard it. But it does. It does. And how this ties back into your root chakra, your heart chakra, especially your solar plexus. Your solar plexus is next. But let's stick to sacral real quick. You want to create a space, an experience, a look, a vibration that's truly only unique to your own, because the only way things are going to start rolling, spinning into your favor, I'm getting the wheel of fortune here, the way it's coming into your life, you have to recreate. You have to become new. And tapping into your sacral, I really feel is coming, and it's going to help stabilize the root as well. And it'll be the perfect bridge between the root and your solar. All right? So those things are key. And when I start talking about your solar plexus, that means it's time. Okay? So let me go ahead and start. I'm going to get an oracle, and I'm going to read it out loud. Okay, so ancestors, wow. Ancestors. The sage. Jiraiya, you're here. My little personal pervy sage. There's 2 cards. Oh shit. The sage. The warrior. Aries seasons right here, huh? It's giving Libra because of the swords though, which is opposite. Higher perspective. Four is my number. Well, 3 is actually my number. But 4 be showing up for real. Should I turn up the brightness? I might regret it, but let's see. Do I regret it? Shit went up. Let me test it. It's not that bad. It ain't that bad. What I'm about to do here, I've just been called that the next 4 cards, you're going to choose between 1 through 4, okay? They're going to be a little mini pick a card here, and so you can easily skip through to the one that you chose. So, ancestors. There it is, ancestors. The sage. Pile 2. Pile 3 is the warrior. The warrior. And pile 4 is higher perspective. So if anybody remembers She Bear, she used to put it up on the side. Anyway, ancestors, this card is encouraging you to deepen your relationship with your ancestors and bring whatever you want guidance on to them. If you have not already done so, making an altar just to your ancestors is a good way to begin. You can ask them what they want as offerings and put pictures, if you have them, or symbols of them on it as well. It may be a good idea to take a pilgrimage, if possible, to the places they once lived. If not, learn as much as you can about them and where they come from. You may ask them if there is any healing that you can do for them. It is important to honor your ancestors and where we come from. Do so however you can. This card may also signal a need to tend to ancestral trauma. We can inherit the suffering of those in our lineage. It is an important this is an opportunity for you to remove blocks within yourself, but also to release your ancestors from the trauma as well. It reverberates down our entire lineage. So while we may view it as something that hinders us, try to view it as a way of healing many more than just yourself. Sometimes we can become reliant on the guidance of others. It is important to remain sovereign and independent when holding counsel. Understand the working with your ancestors is different than working with other guides or allies. They will have their own opinions about you and your life. You may need to use discretion. So instantly what I heard for that for you guys is There's certain things that need to be told to you and said to you that are only meant for you. And it could only be told to you in a language that only you can understand, meaning your ancestors are calling you and speaking to you in a certain way only you can understand. Certain music. And I said, hey, what a wonderful time of day. You go to work and play. So I've been listening to that song today because it just came. And the fact that I said that was for you this entire time. I was channeling that. But anyways, yeah. I have been hearing that with other readers as well. Ancestors and coming up a lot because it's a perfect season to renew, reboot, and reload the clip. I heard the spiritual clip is your ancestors. Like whoever you used to work with before is like they're still there, but they're allowing somebody else to come through. And you know who it is. And only you can understand. And they got your back in every situation that's coming your way. Pile 2 is the Sage. Whew. The Sage. The Sage. Ooh. The Sage encourages you to see things from a higher perspective. Sage love teaches others, but knows when and when not to share their thoughts with others. They save their energy and their wisdom for those that can truly value and integrate it. You may feel passionate about what you're saying, but we also must allow for individual responsibility. Healthy sage encourages us to share our wisdom, but to do so in a way that empowers others. Sage respects that everyone is where they are supposed to be in their process. They do not teach from a place of ego. The Sage calls you to tap into the wisest part of yourself. This card serves as an invitation to explore yourself without judgment or shame. Simply be and see what you find. It is also an invitation to bring the wisdom you have found in your reflecting to others. Sage asks, what are you here to teach? What is your message? The Sage is all about exploring their internal landscape and finding truth. They are not attached to outcomes and simply want to see everything for what it is rather than manipulating the external. Balanced Sage is a pillar in their community. They are in service to others not for their own ego. They often do a lot behind the scenes. Their ability to affect change is widespread, but others may not notice it. Unbalanced Sage energy can include heavy criticism, a dogmatic disposition, being controlling, and manipulation. They may disregard their students' feelings or experiences. And that's a sign right there. They may disregard their students' feelings and experiences and think that only they are right. Sage at its worst thinks there is nothing left to learn because they know it already. And this is why I was talking about it will be very beneficial if you focus on your womb space, sacral chakra energy, because it deals with both. If a woman has a womb, men have more of the guts, right? Base, but no, below the belly button, okay? And it's like that inner knowing. But this right here is definitely telling me that there's parts of you that is a little bit too strict on others, but the very thing that you're strict on others about, within yourself, you don't even acknowledge. Hence why you're strict on other people, because you refuse to do the work yourself. You feel like you know it all because you've lived it, but you haven't worked through certain stuff, is what I'm getting. That's so specific. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? But yeah, like, your ego, there's nothing wrong with having an ego. Okay? It's literally a part of you. It's literally you. And it was trained to protect you. Okay? So sometimes you have to kind of go deeper into that aspect. Who are you? Where did you come from? What are you saying? What are you experiencing? What are you giving? What are you exploring? What are you sharing? And how you can bring it all together with other people in your surroundings, your workplace, your community. Okay? Your children. Definitely hearing children here. Okay? Okay. This is giving me all my Aries right here. My Aries and my goats. Where my Capricorns at? The Warrior. Pulling the Warrior card indicates a need for strong fire energy and internal power. The Warrior is a call to action as opposed to just a state of mind. It asks you to examine not just oppressive people in your life, but also the larger systems within the world, and then get to work. The Warrior is not about complacency. In identifying where you need to stand up more, you may take those around you feel uncomfortable and defensive, but you must continue forward. The Warrior can have a cutting message. It is saying, I see what you are doing, but what else can you do? Warrior sacrifices parts of themselves for humanity at large. The balanced Warrior fights to create positive change, but may go about it in questionable ways. They are strong and resilient and do not have fear when they go up against oppressors. When the Warrior is imbalanced, they can be very inflammatory and hyper aggressive. They can push those away that may be of use to them and easily bypass things that are good for them. They don't understand the concept of pick your battles and react with equal intensity no matter how big or small the issue is. That right there is giving me, like I said, it's also a bull. You just kind of like run through the wall and just like act first, ask questions later is the energy. And it's like a fuck no. Look, what are you doing? You don't have to run through the wall when you can just talk about it. Like, I know that's what you want to do, but if you know in the end you're always going to talk about it anyway, start with talking about it first. Because you're going to save yourself a motherfucking headache. Okay? The other thing that I'm definitely tapping into this card right now for you is that you have been oppressing yourself. Or you, to the point that the oppressors don't have to do shit because you're doing it for them. Like you're doing the work. Like a good little boy or good little girl. Yeah, you didn't like that, did you? Yeah. I didn't like saying it, but that's what it is, okay? But also, it's like the creative energy. It literally said, let me go back. It's like I'm looking everywhere, but where it's at. Boom. The balanced warrior fights to create positive change, but may go about it in questionable ways. Questionable ways doesn't mean the way you create it, the way you go about things, it can be questionable in the sense of, wow, that's so smart. How the fuck did he do that? How did she do that? Oh my God. You just solved all the fucking problems. That's so creative, so resourceful. Right? Yeah. Right then and there, I feel like you need to practice fire breath. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, that felt really good, actually. Yeah. I'm getting someone that throws hands first. Like, you don't like to argue. You don't argue. You don't argue. You just throw hands. It's okay. It's okay. You don't like to do it, but you know when you did it, you never regretted it. I get it. I get it. But for right now, stop doing that shit. Because you trying to turn over a new leaf. You trying to be soft girl era. And how you doing that when you punching every motherfucker? Sometimes your silence is golden. Silence is golden. And when you choose silence first, that means you're listening. Your listening skills is at its all-time high. You'll hear things that were never even said. You'll kind of hear it underneath the surface a little bit. And that's when choosing your battles becomes a lot easier. Because there's people out there that will choose to disrupt whatever you got going on because they don't want you to get there before them. That means you're doing something right. So don't punch a motherfucker. Just watch. And the right battle or the right exit, whatever it is, it's going to appear. It's going to appear, babe. It's going to appear for you. Like, I just straightened my hair less than 30 minutes ago. And she reverted. She lifted. She lifted, bro. I think that's it. So I'm going on to the next. We're going on to the next. Okay. Higher perspective. Pile 4, card 4, right? With higher perspective here, I think you guys are the only one that comes with a plant, a crystal, and an animal in regards to this, okay? And I feel like if you came from pile 2 or pile 1, hey, how are you? I'm glad you're here. If you watch all of them through, you're smart. It's a good job. I'm glad you watched all of them through because they were all for you in all parts. And if you did not, and you just came just for pile 4, it's still for you. But the one that got it all, it was meant for you, okay? So higher perspective. As people who do their internal and spiritual work, we are less likely to be bogged down by drama or overactiveness that we know doesn't truly matter. But being human means that there are times where we can't help it. Sometimes it is easy to stay in a higher perspective and see all the moving pieces as they truly are. But sometimes life and the people around us are very good at sucking us into a space of limited vision. The card is asking you to see whatever situation you are experiencing resistance with from a higher perspective. If you're experiencing resistance with from a higher. So you got to see it, basically. I'm trying to say it and I can't say it. Anyway, hawk. I think I was walking one day and it wasn't one of these feathers, but a feather just started I'm walking my dog and it's just floating down. And it lands and I'm looking and I'm like, how does a feather just, I didn't see, it's open skies. There's no trees, no bush, there's a power line, but I didn't see no bird. Just a feather. But then when I was looking at it and I turned around, there's one. It was this one. It was this one. And then further up, I found this one. Okay. They're not doing too good, but beautiful, beautiful feathers. And they are a hawk feather. So hawk. Hawks have always been known for their pronounced vision and keen hunting skills. Most often, they are seen circling while hunting for prey. Anyone who has observed hawks may have noticed that smaller birds are often attacked and antagonize them. This is called mobbing, and the birds are trying to drive the hawks out of the area. Very rarely do hawks really fight back. Instead, they conserve their energy and find a new area, such as life experience try to bring us out of our center. It is important to remember you have an option of choosing a new behavior and a new environment for yourself. Call on hawk when you need an ally in rising above. So the plant is a pine. The pine is often found towering above other trees and shrubs, indicating its ability to see far more than most in the plant kingdom. It is also a tree that is known for its long lifetime. In fact, the two oldest trees in the world are pine trees. Experience gives us the ability to see. It said, in fact, the two oldest trees in the world are pine trees. Two. Because I was immediately thinking of the sequoia. What's it called? Sequoia? Anyway, experience gives us the ability to see things from an enlightened perspective. If you're struggling with something, try visualizing yourself as the eldest tree in the world. You have watched life over 5,000 years. You have seen seasons change countless times. You have witnessed many ice ages and dry spells. You observed the landscape around you evolve. From this place, inquire about your situation. Apophyllite? Do I know you? I don't know you. But it's a beautiful stone, though. Apophyllite's energy is very much of the ethers. It is excellent at bridging higher consciousness in the human mind. A unique thing about apophyllite that many rock hounds will note is how many different forms it takes. It is easy to recognize when you know what you're looking for, but it can have many different colors and shapes. Its ability to take forms is something we can tap into to access fluidity in perspective. Call on apophyllite when you need support in accessing divine outlook. That is amazing because it feels like all four of these cards, especially if you watch all of these through, and if you watched just this one and went back, you're going to realize that this covered a lot of the same things I talked from the beginning of this reading. Okay? And It's all ways of regaining your power, reclaiming your power, reclaiming your time, okay? Putting yourself first, letting go of things that no longer serve you, choosing your battles, okay? Seeing things in a higher perspective, or seeing things clearly to make better decisions. There are certain things and aspirations and way of doing things that actually are meant to move you and shift you into the next level. You're always going to be progressing. You're always going to be ascending, no matter what. You may have felt down and out, okay? You may have felt like the whole entire world was against you, and it could have been. Let the mothers be against you. The fuck? You still standing, huh? That means you could weather the storm, right? Yeah. This is why, I called you here. Right? You needed to hear it. Because you're not where you actually want to be. But you know exactly where you want to go. So what's truly stopping you? And are you in the position to see all ways, all viewpoints to make the best decision to go in the right direction? No, the fuck you're not. But you're here now. You're here now. And I have to smell this. Saw it in my review, and Anyway. Yeah. Anyway, sorry, y'all. I might as well just show y'all the fucking packaging. It's actually pretty. But yeah, put yourself in this position. And sometimes the best way of doing it is changing your hair, changing your clothes, getting a new nail color, okay? New haircut for guys. Maybe you want to grow long. Maybe you want to go curly. Maybe you want to go blonde. I don't even know. Look at this damn nose piercing. Jesus. Let my hair revert. I'm a natural gal, okay? I'm in a romantic mood. Anyway, I think that's it, y'all. I'm gonna get you dice. Wait, you should blow it. Go ahead. Got it. Wow. You got 4 and 5. 4 and 5. Four and 5 is 9. 9 is about endings and new beginnings. Trying to find the thing I want to read. Okay, so angel number 45 is a message from your angels to put your efforts towards the things in your life that embrace and enhance who you truly are, your lifestyle choices, and your life in general. Be prepared to make necessary changes that will bring auspicious opportunities to advance you along your path. Trust that these changes will bring better into your life in all aspects. Angel number 45 indicates that your angels are asking you to prepare yourself for making necessary positive life changes. Trust that your angels are working closely with you as you experience these life changes and will help you with the transitions that will take place. Listen to your intuition, angelic guidance as to the appropriate steps to take. And it also says, look up angel number 9. Okay. The other thing that I really want to say here is, dead or alive, I am your spirit guide. But I'm coming to you in a different way where you can see me, you can hear me motherfucking clearly. Okay? Goddess Nathifa here. Nathifa Morosé, the Elder Reborn. And I'm here to help you transform and transmute energy to get you up out of that shit and up into where you want to go. It may not look like the way you thought, but it starts within before you can see it without. And my goal is for you to find peace on earth from within and from your own creation. You cannot buy happiness, and nor can anyone give it to you. It is something that is cultivated, it is grown and harvested from within you and from you only. And if you don't believe me, then get the fuck off the page. But if you 100% believe that, then stay tuned, listen to my videos, look at my work. I may come and I may go. I am an oracle. And sometimes you have to climb a mountain to come and find me. But when it's time and when the student is ready, the teacher appears. And I love you guys so much. And I hope this message finds you so well. And know that your sacral chakra is in need of some motherfucking work. And get into it. That was your homework. Love you guys. Bye.